Welcome to InterFace Gambia TV. If you're watching us on GRTS, on Mamos TV, and also on Ben Television, my name is Lamin Sam Jaite. We welcome you tonight on a special interview with Honorable Minister for Petroleum, Pafa Sanyang, who is here in the United Kingdom with a sizable delegation of civil servants and technocrats in London to promote oil and gas exploration or gas opportunities in the Gambia. Honorable Pafa Sanyang, welcome to Interface Gambia TV show.
Thank you very much for inviting us to at least give us kind of an interview to tell us exactly what we are here for, and especially on oil and gas business in the Gambia. Thank you very much.
Mr. Sanyang, to begin with, can you tell us why you're here as a beginner of the program, and who are you with in this event today?
Well, we are here actually to tell the world that the new Gambia is ready to invite international companies to invest in oil and gas exploration and production in the Gambia. And we have been having exploration activities in the past, but the new dispensation actually requires kind of transparency in whatever we do, and we think that we have opportunities in the Gambia and in the oil and gas sector, upstream particularly. This is particularly focused on upstream activities, and we want to share that with the oil companies. And I'm here with a high power delegation, because my ministry is well supported by the president, and that's why we're here to tell the world that we are a new dispensation and we are very transparent as a government. And that's why I'm here with the Secretary General, also with the Minister of Justice, and also I'm here with other high level people, my permanent secretary. I'm also here with the Managing Director of National Oil Company, and also with my Commissioner of Petroleum, and also GAIP executive officer. We are all here to promote the Gambia, and then to tell everybody that we have prospects in the Gambia, we have opportunities in the Gambia, yes.
Oil exploration and oil opportunities in Gambia, we've heard about it for a long time now. Just give us an update of the recent developments as far as oil exploration and opportunities are concerned in the Gambia.
Yes, exploration actually started a long time, even before our time. We had a lot of exploration. You must have heard about BP and others who participated in the 60s. They drilled some wells, and 2 wells in onshore Gambia, and also Chevron also drilled a well in 1979. And after that, some big companies like Shell also had some exploration opportunities. But not too long ago, also in the late 90s, early 90s, we had also Petro-Canada doing some seismic work, and also in the late 90s also we have so many companies that came in to do. But what happened is that from 2003, when we had the first 3D seismic survey, and in deeper waters, we had prospects that were very interesting, and we've been pursuing those prospects in deep water. All along before that, we are actually looking at the shallow water. So the exploration paradigm has shifted. We are going to deep waters, following the discovery in Ghana, which is deep water, and the kind of prospects we are looking at in Ghana. We have similar prospects in the Gambia, and most recently, the discovery in Senegal, which is just not far from our own area, actually generated more interest, particularly with the big companies who are not actually coming. Now they are coming to talk to us. So that's the update. We have discovery in Senegal and Mauritania, and the petroleum system is now proven. So we have new interests, and definitely it is important now to let the world know that we are ready, and we have also fine-tuned our instruments, legal and physical instruments, which we want to share with the world. Yeah.
Actually, I was going to come to those instruments as part of your policy objectives in promoting oil exploration opportunities, as well as letting people know what's happening and asking them to come and invest in the Gambia, entails having sound legal policies and economic incentives for people to come on to the Gambia and invest. What are some of these frameworks that you put in place that would definitely attract people back home? And to be specific, what have you been telling the investors during your meeting that you're having here in London?
In the first place, the industry will like consistency. They also want confidence and of security of their investment. And for us, we have the instruments like the institutional development is one. We already have a ministry well established, dedicated to petroleum matters. We also have a national oil company which is also established, and human resource capacity is being built. We have the commission, the regulatory body, and we also have other stakeholders like the National Environment Agency. So we have the instruments institutionally. We also develop the laws, upstream laws. We have the 2004 Act, and also have the regulations, the model license. And also on the financial side, also we have the Income and Sales Tax Act, which has a dedicated section on the second schedule, which is on taxation or whatever, on oil and gas, dedicated to oil and gas upstream. So the illegal instruments are in place, the physical instruments are in place, and we are always updating them to make sure that they are international standards, which protects the interests of the country, and also we look also at the interests of the investor, because we have to have a win-win situation to be able to attract investment in the country. So that is the development.
Now, you mentioned the instruments that are in place, and also you did mention that the oil blocks are also in Senegal and other parts of West Africa, for instance. What is there as an investor to look at? I mean, how unique is the Gambia situation? If I'm an investor and I want to look into, say, I have opportunities to go to Senegal or Liberia or Guinea-Bissau and Gambia, why should I choose the Gambia?
Well, when you come to oil and gas, the investors will first look at the geology. The geology must be right, and then they will look at your physical policies, your other legal policies, and then they will also look at the political environment, how stable the country is. So these are common factors that they look at. So Gambia is unique in the sense that, one, it is a young country, one, it is underexplored, the opportunities are abound, we have the right instruments in place, and we also have a very stable democracy. We just came out of impasse in a very, very, very peaceful way, and we have a government which is really very transparent now, and we are looking at things that. So that's what investors will look at. They look at the geology, they look at the physical and policies, and they look at the investment. Policies. Gambia is, of course, an investment haven. We can see that. I mean, so that's all combined is what we also look at. So the country can be big, but it doesn't matter. What matters is what the investors are looking for. If that's available, they will come to the Gambia. And Gambia is, in that way, is unique. Because the people are friendly. It's an English-speaking. The oil industry is basically English. So that also is another advantage that we have. Yeah.
In terms of capacity and transfer of technologies, how prepared are we? How prepared is the government of Gambia in those areas in providing local experts knowledge and the technology to explore and also maintain the knowledge that is being transferred? For instance, if an oil company comes to the Gambia and explore, what are the preparations being done to make sure that these are maintained when they come?
Well, we have people on the ground who already have some knowledge on oil and gas, petroleum engineers. But notwithstanding, we have in our policies, and that we need to build that capacity in our licenses and effort. We have the policy to develop capacity, and we also have provisions for local content, provisions for companies to be using local goods and services. So the capacity building will grow. The country grows with the industry, and to maintain it, that is how it happens. We grow with the industry, and we have policies. We are very sound, and policies that are actually giving opportunity for Gambians to participate, both within the government and also outside the government. So technology transfer is not only within the government institutions. It also goes beyond that. The local entrepreneurs also should take part in this. So that is how it is maintained. But we have to encourage our young people, whoever outside, who are reading geology, whatever you think, in the business, because petroleum is not only geology, of course, there are many areas, to be ready to come to the Gambia and serve. Not only serve the government, also serve the industry. Yes.
Right. With the right investment and the right investors in there, you did rightly mention that you have the policies and you have the frameworks. Now, any successful oil exploration project will include sound environment and social policies. How strong are you on those?
Well, for environment, we have already we have the institution, environment agencies there. And we also developing our, for example, oil response plans for oil spillage. And we are developing a lot of policies around. So, in a nutshell, we cannot be 100% ready, but we know the issues, and we have to build and prepare ourselves. I don't think many African countries are 100% ready, but notwithstanding, we have to start from somewhere, and we have to develop ourselves and continue. The government is ready to support that process. The Gambianization as well is something that is in our mind, and we have to develop along that line. So we have, as I say, we have to grow in the industry and make sure that we have sound policies, make sure that we have the capacity to be able to benefit from all activities.
Okay. Now, before we have a short break, just remind us also on the timeline, when are we actually going to see this happen?
Well, we are licensing. We are preparing the grounds for licensing, and of course, the oil exploration takes a bit of stages. We have the licensing system, we have the exploration aspect of it, where you do the technical work, the seismics and interpretations, and you go to development, and drilling and development, and then production. So it takes a timeline which is a bit long, but normally we want to have the first phase of exploration, which is like 6 years or so, where we have at least within that period of time, we're able to do the exploratory work and drill and then plan for production. Okay, so it cannot be that immediate, but we are online, and we are expecting also to do some more work next year, and which is very positive. Our partners are really work on that, but I cannot tell you that exactly this day or this year we're going to produce oil. We want to do things as much as possible, but we also do it professionally and make sure that things are done properly. Yeah.
Would it be right to suggest or to guess it's going to be within the next 10 years? We'll see a first barrel rolling out of Banjul maybe in a decade's time. Is this correct?
Well, if we want to do it, even if you can do it even less than that will be fine. But as I said, we have to do the exploration activity which are at the stage we are on, and then from there, when we discover, it also takes from 3 to 5 years also to do some appraisals, and then before the actual production starts. So I think we may get it before that time or by that time, but we are ready to work anyway. Yeah.
You're putting the structures in other words, you're putting the structures in place first before the rest will follow on the stages. All right. We take a first break, and when we return, we shall go around the table and speak to the members of the delegation who have come here to be with the Honorable Minister to talk about petroleum promotion in the Gambia.
Good morning. Before we start with the official program and the opening remarks, I have the pleasure to introduce to you the Gambian delegation that is here today. I may start with the Honourable Minister for Petroleum and Energy, Fafa Sanyang. With the Honourable Dauda Fadera, the Secretary General and Head of Civil Service. The Honourable Abu Gapar Tambedu, the Attorney General and Minister of Justice. The Permanent Secretary Mortese, the Permanent Secretary of Ministry of Petroleum and Energy. Mr. J. Barrow, the Commissioner of Petroleum. Mr. Mamburi Nier, the Director General or Managing Director of the National Oil Company GNPC. And Mr. Hassan Fall, the Chief Executive of JIPA, the Gambian Investment Authority. And I would also like to introduce our friend and partner, Aziz Benzouda, from the Gambia.
There is a land not far away, where the sea meets the shore on a golden beach, where the river flows through the forest in 1,000 creeks, a place where people smile and say hello. Welcome to the Gambia, the smiling coast of Africa. So go discover the smiling coast of Africa.
Welcome back on InterFace Gambia on Ben Television, on JRTS and on Mamos TV. We're here in London talking about oil and gas exploration opportunities, and the Honourable Minister is in London with a sizable delegation trying to woo investors to come to Gambia and invest in this important project of the Republic of the Gambia. And before the break, the Honourable Minister gave us an insight of what has been happening and what is being done as far as oil and gas exploration is concerned. And we now will be moving around the table and speak to some of the members of the delegation who are here with the Honourable Minister. If I will start with the Managing Director of GNPC, who is Mr. Boleyn Banqueting. Mr. Njai, welcome to InterFace Gambia TV show, and you here with the Honourable Minister and talking to investors to possibly come to Gambia and invest into this important oil and gas exploration project in Gambia. What's your take on the level of engagement that you have had today?
Well, thank you very much. I think I will have to congratulate the Honourable Minister for a job well done. I think we're here. He's been able to brief the world, and most importantly, to bring clarity. Most of the issues that have been surrounding the oil and gas sector in the Gambia. What we have seen today is that the foundation is already laid, the pillars are there, and that the fact that we've come to London facing the world at large for him to deliver and make a public announcement that we are ready for business. I think that's a welcome development, very positive, and that at our level, we are at the operational level, and to prepare ourselves, we are doing the downstream for the time being, and that we are competitive. we are doing the downstream with any other private sector. We are operating like a private company, but we will also be participating in the upstream, and that they have been very flexible and to accommodate us. And that I think if you were at the presentation, you will know that GNPC will have a role to play in the future. So basically, my take is that we are ready to go and do business.
If I may hop on to the next person on your left, which is Mr. Jerry Barrow, who is the Commissioner of Petroleum. Jerry, what have you got to add on to what you had so far?
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Jete. It's a pleasure to be here and share our perspectives on the petroleum prospectivity in the Gambia. As indicated by MD, the Honorable Minister had adequately, delved into all or almost all the matters that one could, essentially talk about. Notwithstanding, what I have to add on to or emphasize from what he has said is the fact that, there are huge potentials when it comes to the geology of the Gambia. The basin, the geological basin in which the Gambia is situated is proven to be prolific petroleum basin. As a result, we welcome investors, and we have demonstrated today that the potentials of the basin is unparalleled, unmatched. Therefore, they need to come and invest in the country. Yeah, thank you.
Mr. Barrow, thank you very much. And I would love to hop on to the next person, which is from GAIPA, who is Hassan Fall. Mr. Fall, your institution is responsible for investment opportunities promotion in the Gambia. This is perhaps one of the most important parts of your job, and petroleum being a huge industry. What's your take on today's meeting, and what have you got to tell listeners who are watching us at the moment as far as GAIPA is concerned and your role and involvement in the whole project?
Thank you. That's a very good question. And Honorable, thank you for eloquently speaking of what happened and why we are here and why this whole initiative is so important to the country. I think the goal is to show the world that Gambia is open, not only just for petroleum investment, but also investment in general. And we've accomplished that today. So for that, I congratulate the minister and his immediate staff for making that possible. But as the CEO of GAIPA, I would like to speak broadly of the idea of investing in Gambia. And you asked a question earlier to the minister about why Gambia, why not other countries? Well, in a broader sense, holistically, Gambia is strategically located to be the service for that region. We are there to be able to provide. We are a hub for the region. We are designed specifically for that. As history has taught us, Gambia is curved by the British to be the hub for the region. And when you look at it, we are designed that way. You look at the river. We took south of Gambia, gave it to Portuguese, then to the Senegalese later, which is the French, north to the Senegalese. So they followed the river and the ocean and curved us carefully just for that, to be a hub, a trade. And they used to bring goods and services from the ocean to the river, and then grab slaves, bring them down the river to the ocean and shipped out. So we are a hub, and we've been a hub. It was done immorally then. This time around, it will be done the right way. And that is essentially why Gambia has to be chosen. And that's why Gambia is what it is today. And the question that you asked him, which he answered eloquently, just means that investors will be wise to choose Gambia because, one, we are strategically looking to service the entire region from there. Two, is a friendly nation. We're English-speaking country. We have a liberal market, free market system, and we have one of the most liberal financial sector in the region. So you can easily bring in your fund and take your funds out. So it's easy to do business. And that's why we rank high in easy to do business. And in addition to that, we have the political will. Now, for many years, what kept investors away is the political concern. We have realized fundamental principles of democracy. The whole world knows about it. And now investors are looking into us. And not only are they able to do business freely in Gambia, live there freely, but also their rights will be protected. We have frameworks, legal frameworks in place that protects their businesses, protects their rights, and that translates to success in any business. So that is what Gambia is. As my part as CEO of Gambia, the CEO of GIPER, the reason why I'm excited about what happened today is another chapter has opened in terms of petroleum exploration. This is a huge opportunity for us. This means employment. And we have been working very closely with this ministry, Petroleum Ministry, to create a local content within this whole initiative that's happening about petroleum exploration. That means we want to make sure whatever investment goes in this portfolio will have a deep emphasis on economic activities within the country. So we'll continue to work with them to make sure that local content is emphasized. Gambians are fully involved in the process. That way, every investment, every penny that comes in there will have great advantage, great leverage to the economy. And you ask him that question, how do we make sure we capacitize Gambians? Well, not only do we have the capacity in Gambia now, because we just have to explore it and find it and pull it out, but then we have it in the diasporas. We have it here. We have it in America. We have it in many other countries. Gambians, in my opinion, when you look at even with the multilaterals, many Gambians are employed with multilateral. You go to World Bank, you see many Gambians there. You go to IMF, you go to Islamic Development Bank. Many petroleum companies have Gambians working for them. We now have the opportunity to play an active role in our own economy. We can now go home and play that role. Not only are we going to fill that vacuum of capacity that you asked, but also we can transfer it to our own people. So we can hold on to our own challenges in our own way and then fix our challenges. So we do have the capacity, and we are the right country where you can do investment and have a safe investment. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Papafal. I think we're running out of time, but quickly, I'll just pass the microphone on to the other members of the delegation to say a few words. The Permanent Secretary, Mr. Maud K.C.C., and as well as Abdul Aziz Ben Shuda, to talk a little bit about the legal aspect of the whole setup.
Yaya Instant Services is here for you. We send money to the Gambia, Senegal, Nigeria, Sierra Leone, Ghana, and many more countries worldwide. Contact us today 020-8221-4538 or 079-309-57076 or online www.yaye.co.uk. Like or follow us on Facebook and Twitter. With Yaya Instant Services, you are guaranteed better rates, fast delivery, and the very best service experience. Yaya Instant Services Limited. Reliable, affordable, and instant.
InterFace Gambia TV's 50th year anniversary celebrations and awards. Black Tie Dinner Dance is slated for the 30th of December 2017, live at the Boleyn Banqueting Suite, Barking Road, London. In collaboration with Passion for Cancer, for Saineys Cancer Awareness Foundation and Women's Foundation Trust to help create cancer awareness in our community. Live performance on the night.
We used to be down, but we came up.
Man was really down, really down.
We got no sleep, cause we stayed up.
Stayed up thinking of a plan, and that plan there changed me to the man. More blessed, more life.
This year is all about creating awareness and giving back to the community. For more information, visit us online on www.interfacegambiatv.com or www.interfacegambiatvsocial.org or follow us on our social media pages.
When doing business, few things define you. Transparency, loyalty, reliability, customer satisfaction, and so on. Immediate Money has got all of these and beyond. From Senegal, Nigeria, Sierra Leone, Ghana, Dubai, China, India, Pakistan, Gambia, Mali, Guinea-Conakry, to anywhere you are in the world, receive Immediate Money. Immediate Money Transfer offers you the best and a more convenient way of sending money to your loved ones. From the United Kingdom, Germany, Senegal, France, USA, Italy, Norway, Gambia, Denmark. We're nearer than you think. Call us on 44-800-0324-314 or 44-203-1740659. For more information on sending and receiving, general inquiries, and more, email us on transfers@immediatemoney.com or support@immediatemoney.com. Visit our website at www.immediatemoney.com.
Well, first, we are privileged to be part of history today here, to be in London to make that first step of publicly announcing to the whole world that we are beginning the process of licensing. Why in London? Because London is the capital of the world financially, and therefore the District of London help pass that message around. But within our context also, we thought we need to publicly announce this as part of the transparency we all imbibe. It's a new dispensation, and therefore we have to do business differently. Now, the other aspect is that capital goes to where they are needed. The Gambia needs it. The prospectivity has always been there, but the environment wasn't right. Now we have the right environment to attract the right capital, and therefore it's within our responsibility to make sure people knows that. And those who are serious should come to Gambia and take advantage of the opportunities that we have. Like the minister and all the others have said, we are ready to partner. We are leveling the playing field to ensure that when they come, they play fairly. Each stakeholder, local, international, got their fair share, and that, including the government, also received their fair share. That way, what befall other nations in terms of resource costs would be avoided in the Gambia in the first place. I think that's what I would want to add at this stage, to say that nothing is perfect, but we were in London to make a case that given the opportunities in terms of what the data show, and the oil company knows about this, we don't even need to tell them, and that with the commitment of the new government and the vision of the minister, I think it's just a matter of time before definitely you begin to see the first drop of oil in the Gambia.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Sise, the Permanent Secretary, Minister of Petroleum and Energy. And now quickly, Abdul Aziz, the legal aspect of the whole project. Take us through a little bit of what is happening in terms of the legal framework that has been in place. The Minister has already mentioned that, but from a legal person's point of view, is everything watertight?
Well, as the Minister has said, no system is perfect. I think the Ministry of Petroleum is taking the right step by realizing that it needs to license its blocks to commence exploration, but that it also needs a robust legal framework to be able to do that. That is why a consultancy firm was put together comprising local and international firms to primarily look at the license agreement that exists and upgrade it to bring it in line with international standards and make it fit for purpose. At the same time, the Ministry of Petroleum has engaged the sister ministries, especially environment, finance, specialized agencies like GIPA, to put together a negotiation team that will be able to receive expressions of interest from international oil companies. As we have seen today, there's an extremely high amount of interest in the Gambia. And with short notice, you would have noticed that the conference was full of very credible, strong players in the market. Now, with this interest, it will be turned into a short list of the best proposals. Then the negotiation teams will come together, supported by the license and the existing framework, both financial, commercial tools, and the legal, to be able to agree a deal that works for Gambia, and not just Gambia now, but for the generations to come. And so that we can have an oil industry that we can all be proud of, and look at what the team did today and say that, well, they did the best for the Gambia. So legally, I wouldn't say it's watertight, but we will get the best deal we can because the Ministry of Petroleum has put itself in the best position it could, given the circumstances. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Abdul Aziz Ben Shuda. And we hope everything will go according to plan, and the Gambian people are actually mostly very much in a haste to get this done. And the first drop of oil, hopefully, in the next 10 years, if that is not too ambitious, we'll see it happen. And well, viewers, we thank you so much for being there, and this is what time has allowed us for this program, and it's been a special one indeed, and talking to industry experts from the Ministry of Petroleum in the Gambia. You spoke with the Minister of Petroleum, Mr. Fafa Sanyang. You spoke with Mr. Mambrenjai of GNPC, Mr. Barrow at the Petroleum Commission, Mr. Fall of GIPA, as well as the Permanent Secretary, Mr. Sise. Thank you so much, and it's been a pleasure of having all of you on our show.
There is a land not far away, where the sea meets the shore on a golden beach, where the river flows through the forest in 1,000 creeks. A place where people smile and say hello. Welcome to the Gambia, the smiling coast of Africa.
Well, viewers, that was a special interview we had with Minister for Petroleum and Energy, Fafa Sanyang, and a sizable delegation who were in London recently and having an exclusive event where they were providing detailed information about hydrocarbon investment opportunities in the Gambia, and also the licensing process and the roadmap to it, in ensuring that the oil blocks are giving out to deserving and prospective and reputable companies. They have had some great meetings with those representatives from investment companies as well as oil companies in the United Kingdom. We talked briefly and also extensively about the policy guidelines regarding training, regarding opportunities, as well as the legal framework that there is in ensuring that there is benefit to the country as well as the individual investors and companies that may be interested in bringing the much needed capital into their country. You've also heard that the background on recent developments. As you know, oil prospects, oil and gas opportunities have always been an issue of discussion in the Gambia from the 80s up to the recent times, and now there are progressive forces that are working hard to ensure that these blocks and these licensing opportunities are giving out. And you know, it may take a lot of time to get it done or see the first barrels roll out of Banjul, but the stumbling blocks or the building blocks need to be gotten right, and I suppose that's supposed to be the one that is giving a focus and giving a push and every citizen of the Gambia is also urged to ensure that scrutiny as well as questions in the right time in the right place are asked so that our representatives do the best job in our interests. I think that's the essence of the interview, and we wish them good luck and all the best to our technocrats, to the government, and also to the business community in ensuring that we get these deals done. And let's see the first barrels roll out of Banjul and the Singapore that we've been promised for a long time. Let it happen soon. Now on to other matters, and this is a special announcement that we would like to give out. You've been seeing our advertisements online and on social media, on Twitter, on Instagram, and also on our TV shows that we're having our award night, which is the 5th award dinner dance ceremony that we will be having in London once again. This is going to be on the 30th of December, and this year we will be doing special awards given to individuals who have done extremely well in our community, be it business people, individuals who have done work that impact very positively on the lives of people, individuals, and the community, sort of influence and inspiration that they've been giving to the community here in the United Kingdom and elsewhere around the globe where the Gambian and Senegambian communities live in. So the InterFace Gambia Awards Night, dinner dance ceremony and awards night will be on the 30th of December 2017 in London once more, and this year we'll be dedicating this award ceremony to creating awareness, cancer awareness, breast cancer for that matter, and also sexual and reproductive health issues will be focused on this show, this program on the night of the 30th of December 2017. And during the night also we have special raffles that we'll be giving out, or that we will also announce the winners, because the raffle process will start in earnest. Look out for the details that we will provide shortly on our pages, on our internet pages, our social media pages, on Instagram, on Facebook, on WhatsApp. If you follow us on that, we will be putting all those information. And these packages are, we have a Hajj package, a fully funded Hajj package courtesy of Gambia International Airline, and we also have a holiday package to the Gambia, all expenses paid for by Gambia Tours. Thanks to them, we have been able to obtain these packages for you, and for you to be able to have a fully funded holiday where you have hotel, flight, feeding, everything in between, excursions, all paid for by Gam Tours. Just pay £10. That's the raffle ticket. That is one aspect of the raffle that we will do on the 30th of December at the award ceremony and night in London during our 5th year anniversary session or ceremony that we will have in London. Also, a Hajj package will also be rolling in if you want to send an uncle, an aunt, a dad, or a family friend to the holy city of Mecca. A fully funded Hajj package is there for you to win as well. It's a £10 ticket that you need to purchase before the day, and it is during the event that we will announce the winners of these lucrative packages that we will be rolling out to the people, to our community. Thanks to our sponsors, once again, Gambia International Airlines, as well as Gambia Tours. All the people, all the businesses are also coming up with different ideas in supporting InterFace Gambia. This is a new era in the Gambia, and this is also a new era in our life as InterFace Gambia TV crew. We will also wish each and every one of you a wonderful 2018 in advance, but of course we will see you on the 30th, and I believe that we will make the hall full and we will support in full. Support your own. Let's move the Gambia forward. Let's make every individual show their patriotism towards one Gambia. Keep it smiling, smiling coast of West Africa. On that note, I would like to say a very big thank you to all of you for watching, and it's been a pleasure having you watching us all this 1 hour. And wherever you are watching us, from GRTS, from Mamos TV, or on Ben Television, it's from me, Lamin Jaite. Have a wonderful night.
InterFace Gambia TV's 50th anniversary celebrations and awards, Black Tie Dinner Dance, is slated for the 30th of December 2017, live at the Boleyn Banqueting Suite, Barking Road, London, in collaboration with Passion for Cancer for Saineys Cancer Awareness Foundation and Women's Foundation Trust to help create cancer awareness in our community. Live performance on the night.
We used to be down, but we came up.
Man was really down, really down.
We got no sleep, cause we stayed up.
Stayed up thinking of a plan, and that plan there changed me to the man. More blessed, more life.
This year is all about creating awareness and giving back to the community. For more information, visit us online on www.interfacegambiatv.com or www.interfacegambiatvsocial.org or follow us on our social media pages.
Shy Boy Production.
Sun shining, I'm warm. How you feeling? Well, I'm home. Couple thousands, I just flown. Got me feeling some type of way. Embracing this ground, my people, my town. Celebrating with this sound, we are feeling some type of way. I'm humbled that I come from a place like this. So let me show you around, sing it again. So humbled that I come from a place like this. Let me show you around. Smiling Cove, Smiling Cove. Yes, we're rapping all day. There ain't no other place like the Smiling Cove, boy. Smiling Cove, Smiling Coast. Yes, we're repping all day. There ain't no other place like the Smiling Coast, boy.
You missing out if you ain't from here. And don't be quick to judge from all the things you hear. Plus from a distance the picture's never clear. People give back, we care. Got so little but we share. Can't compare, you deke jamba burajir. Yenen deka yage hair. Foreigners eating your near. Tourists yage jabante back and forth throughout the year. But near a peace of mind, sunny beaches. Love bird watching birds, we got different species. Rich in culture and the love leaves you speechless. Society groom, reality it teaches. We won like a puzzle, putting together all the pieces.
I'm humbled that I come from a place like this. So let me show you around, sing it again. So humbled that I come from a place like this. Let me show you around. Smiling Coast, Smiling Coast. Yes, we're repping all day. There ain't no other place like the Smiling Coast, boy. Smiling Coast, Smiling Coast. Yes, we're repping all day. There ain't no other place like the Smiling Coast, boy.
Digga, dikka na I different dikka. Funeka aglo fay feka. Fan ngay dem ñu all a lekka. Hamuñ la sa all a ancho don po ñaasa def ko ñetta. Ain't no other place this brother here could live better. Even beggars got homes. Get na guess ku fanan better. Su sere be sere. Su winter you cool with just a sweater. Living the Smiling Coast or never. To be honest, suma happiness like perta.
Sun shining, I'm warm. How you feeling? Well, I'm home. Couple thousands, I just flown. Got me feeling some type of way. Embracing this ground, my people, my town. Celebrating with this sound, we are feeling some type of way. I'm humbled that I come from a place like this. You know, you should know. So let me show you around, sing it again. So humbled that I come from a place like this. Let me show you around. Smiling Coast, Smiling Coast. Yes, we're repping all day. There ain't no other place like the Smiling Coast, boy. The Smiling Coast. The Smiling Coast. Yes, we're repping all day. There ain't no other place like the Smiling Coast, boy.
It's alright. Okay, can I make some noise? Are you back with the same vibe, same lies? I ain't tryna check for you. I ain't got the same mind, the same time to school you. No one do these eyes cry. I sleep at night so comfortable. Even got me used down to fit this smile he once took. You were the only guy on the downfall. Don't you got me all of this while you're undeserved. Oh, yeah. Are you back with excuses? All of your foolish talk. 'Cause I ain't tryna hear and accept it. The latest see you walk. You were the only guy on the downfall. Should've meant something to you, but your heart is stone cold blue. We're the only guy on the downfall. Don't you got me on this wall, you know what it's for. You were the only guy on the downfall.
You should come to me with all your problems. I can set you free, promise to solve them. You should come to me with all your secrets. I won't say a word, promise to keep them. She wouldn't have done the same, wouldn't have done the same. I ain't on no games, let's cut to the chase. I'll show you it's real. On a dotted line, let's sign this deal. Oh. You remember the time your game wasn't right? Again you tried and this time pulled through. A little bit shy, your teeth so white, our eyes collided. This time it was true. Can we take time? How you got me feeling this great? Never knew you'd be the type to close all gates. I just realized the time kinda late. Got a girl posted home, she can wait. She couldn't have done the same, cannot do the same. I ain't on no games, let's cut to the chase. I'll show you it's real. On a dotted line, let's sign this deal. How can she do the same? Tell me if she does the same. I ain't on no games, let's cut to the chase. I'll show you it's real. On a dotted line, the sign is sealed. Between us, between us, between us, between us, oh. Between us, let's keep this between us. Between us, let's keep this between us. Between us, let's keep this between us. Between us, let's